Run the intro, people. Run the intro. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And we are live on Instagram right now. Real industry plugs.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Real nigga radio.
One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access.
Let's get it.
Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing J.R. McKee, Boomman. Welcome to the Real Industry Plug.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So listen, we have to welcome everybody on YouTube to the first ever visual episode of the Real Industry Plugs. Me and Boom been having this thing going for a few months now. We be on IG Live, but now we're adding YouTube and Facebook Live, and now we're adding the visual component to it. So everybody on YouTube, hit the subscribe button right now to the Real Industry Plugs. Today is our first ever show, and we have one of the biggest plugs in the game, Ray Daniels. This is a man that has been running the majors for years now. Every time we look up, it's a headline. Ray Daniels running Epic. Ray Daniels running Warner Brothers.
Right.
It's always a headline. We have the man in charge in the building, you know, Raydar. Ray, go ahead and talk to us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ray.
Ray Daniels. I've been in the game 17 years, and yeah, man, I make records. I like
hits.
I like when people talk. I like when people talk, and you can hear what they do when they talk. You know, sometimes you hear people talk and they tell you everything they do, and then you hear them talking, and you be like, "What the fuck? You do what? How?" I feel like what I do is going to ooze out as the conversation progresses. I mean. But I take care of my family with this shit, and I love it, and I owe a lot of respect to it, and I pay it, and you know, I don't leave nothing on the floor. You know, every day I come with my best, so I'm here to be with you brothers who are some of the smartest in the city by far. So let's have an intelligent conversation and debate.
Absolutely,
Boomman here.
So let me give a quick background to our new viewers. This show started because me and Boom had a real disagreement between independent labels and major labels. Right. And Boom said, you know what, let's hop on live and let's talk about it. And so this show is basically where you meet some of the...
You gotta let them know what that disagreement was now.
I didn't want to jump into it, but basically, you know, I was on the side that, and not that Boom isn't an advocate for independent, but I was on the side that independent labels are the way to go. Staying independent, is the way to go. That's my mindset. I'm an entrepreneur. But Boom, he really believes in, go ahead, Boom.
I'm an advocate for making money. Make money with your business. You feel me? And for me, it's not about staying in one particular situation. It's about growth, and it's about your goals, your values, your morals, where you trying to go in life, because everybody's definition of success is different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's about what you want to achieve, but I'm a firm believer of I'm not in this shit to be minor. I'm in it to be major. You know what I'm saying? So whatever's gonna help me get to the biggest scale, the biggest level, I'm an advocate for that, because I believe LeBron James didn't work his ass off to play in the D League. He worked his ass off to be in the NBA and to get in the Hall of Fame. And so I understand it's certain. And, you know, Ray's here. He could, you know, correct us or speak on it, or, you know, because he's been on both sides of the field. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, that's where the disagreement was at.
Yeah. And let me just say this. Out of that disagreement came so much education.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so either whatever perspective whatever way you want to look at it, the education behind it helps so many people that we say, you know what, let's keep this thing going and let's introduce them to more people like us. Because a lot of people didn't know who J.R. McKee was, and a lot of people didn't know who Boomman was. Exactly. So it's like, that's why it was called the Real Industry Plus, because it's like, man, they need to know the executives. The executives need a voice, and you need to know who the people behind the people you look up to are, the people behind them that are making those moves and putting them in your faces. And so that's why the Real Industry Plugs was born. That's why we have Ray Daniels on the show today. Right. And so I guess, Boom, since this is our first visual, let's get into it. Let's start.
To finally see me pop my shit.
Yeah, let's start with that topic right there. I'm sorry, Ravin. We're going to abort your topic. Let's start with that first topic, independent versus major. And let me just, Ray, I want you to dive into this, but let me just give my statement again, because he gave you 5 minutes of his just then with the minor and the major and all that.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Listen, people. I'm an entrepreneur first. And so I understand where the value in certain things lie. Like when you create a business, you have to start with the end in mind. And so for me, I understand the music industry, the value is in the catalog. The value is in the masters, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you're an independent artist, that means you own your catalog. And so if you can find a way to put teams together, because all a major label is a group of teams.
Right.
If you can find a way to
put
put
a big ass bag. Let's not forget that.
No, the bag is included. But if you can find a way to put the right teams together to take you to where you want to go, you don't have to give up that ownership, which is in turn giving up that value. I'll give you a perfect example. When Alamo sold for $250 million, how much did Rod Wave get? How much did Lil Durk get? They didn't get a dime because they don't own their masters. You see.
Here we go.
And so the thing is,
here we go.
The thing is, I'm just telling you the truth. Although they are very happy and they love Alamo, I love Alamo. They're very happy, but it could have been done a different way. It could have been done where they own their masters, and when that 250 sold, Dirk got 75. Rod got 75, and then Alamo got 100. It could, if they had the ownership, it could have went a totally different way. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you done? You finished or you done?
Hey man, I'm just giving you examples.
Listen, so okay, cool. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm not against owning anything. I understand it's all about leverage, but I do understand like I said, in the pros, you have a rookie contract. You have to fulfill your obligations. You have to fulfill your contract, and I feel like good lawyers are the ones that's going to help you negotiate. Well, I ain't going to even say negotiate, but make sure your paperwork and make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's as far as figuring out your exit strategy. Now, when I say owning masters, most people are going to come in the game. You're not going to be able to own shit. That's just most people. But now it's with information, knowledge, education, like you giving right now, if you come in with leverage, because the problem with a lot of artists, they don't understand business. They're just creative people. You feel me? And most people just want to grow. They want to grow in their businesses. But I think the information that we give out, even on this platform, allows artists to say, okay, cool, let me do a reversion. Okay, cool. You want to utilize my masters for however many, an album, 2 albums. I do really well. I execute. Like I just posted the post with Gunna and LeBron was talking about the contract killer. You know what I'm saying? Where I kill my contract, I shine, I make money, because a lot of artists talk about they have bad deals. But to me, the bad deal is to the label, because you're not fulfilling your obligations. You're not making hit records and you're not excelling in your music. Your music is not making any money. So who lost? If I spend millions of dollars on you and you lose money, I'm the one that lost, not you. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be a both. That's
the risk you take. You know what I mean? Right. You're an entrepreneur as the label.
But why am I going to take that risk?
People don't treat the labels like entrepreneurs when they really are entrepreneurs as well.
But why am I going to take that risk and not own nothing? Why am I going to take that risk and not own nothing?
It's like you said, leverage.
I think I said the same thing.
Okay, cool. Talk to us, right?
Well, first off, my opinion on it is the music business is a la carte.
Okay.
And the problem is that we like to make it feel like, one way is right, one way is wrong.
Facts.
When the reality is that it's whatever the fuck works for you. And I disagree with Boom when he compares it to the NBA.
Okay.
Now, here's why. Because when you hear majors, when you think about the majors, you think about major shit being done.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Right.
And these majors are not doing major shit.
Anymore or not, or period?
No. I mean, period. Let's be clear. The only thing that makes a company a major company is if they have a promo staff.
Okay.
If you have a marketing staff, an A&R staff, and a digital staff, you are officially a label.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you say you want to go to a major label, that means, and mind you, I'm a manager first. So I only wanted to work for a major label because I wanted the secret.
You want to know the sauce.
The sauce. And this is why I can't agree with Boom, because the secret, this is all bullshit. They play the game, the aggregate game. They get 100 things and hope 2 things work.
Exactly.
And those 2 things work, but what about the other 98? So you're speaking from the perspective of the 2 things that work. I respect that. Rod Wave, Lil Durk, and you're speaking for the perspective of the guy that has 100 of them. Right? Yeah. But the reality is that there's going to be people who get lost in the sauce and, more importantly, lost in the information.
So let me ask you this, right? Since you disagree with me, how many independent artists are household names right now?
Well, if I'm being honest with you, shit. Okay, so this is why. First of all, let's be clear. When's the last time we had a real superstar?
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time we had see, this is what I'm trying to say, Boom. This is why that shit don't work on me. Because it's really, let me tell you why that shit don't work on me. Because it's really selling the illusion of what it is.
No,
right. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'll let you do all the talking. It's selling the illusion that you want to get big, you want to get this, but it's really telling 1,000 people who want to get big, and everybody rush to the front of the stage, and we're smart enough to know that only 3 of them going to work because we're going to do the same exact thing for all 1,000 artists. We don't do, now this is the thing I would say, what do you do different? Now, see, if you went to a major and they gave you a plan that was different from the plan they gave the other artists, I could take that. But it's really one size fits all. We're gonna shoot a video. We're gonna shoot a video. We're gonna take some BTS footage of that video. We're gonna put some assets. We're gonna turn that BTS footage and photos from the video into assets.
Right.
We're gonna give you the assets. No, not content. See, that's where you changed my life.
Yeah.
Assets. Here's the assets. Song comes out Friday. Here's a picture. This comes out this. Here's another video. Clip of you rapping the song. Drops Friday. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
And you know that already. The only people that people give a fuck about are the people who we care about their story. We invested in them. And see, the problem is that labels don't know how to tell stories. They just know how to line you up and put you in front of the world like anybody else can and hope that it works.
Hold on, right? This the thing though, right? Who's independent that's doing that? That's not.
And that's the illusion. No. Here's the illusion, though. Here's the illusion. Okay, how about this? If major labels,
waiting on the person.
I'm gonna give you the answer. And if this, because I like to argue logic, I don't want to give my opinion. Here's the logical answers. If major labels did major shit, we would have more artists majorly breaking. Right or wrong?
Major labels don't break artists anymore.
They don't break artists anymore.
They literally
agree.
No,
they don't break artists.
What I'm telling you is that labels are hungry hippos now. So they're waiting for records to pop up. Oh, you went viral on TikTok? Everybody's trying to sign you. Everybody's giving you a check. Everybody's lining up to get you. And the reality is they have no fucking plan for you. It's just you went viral. Because if they had a plan for you, they would have tried to sign you before you went viral. They would have picked you because you were dope.
If they had a plan for you, they would have ran it with the artists already signed to them.
No, listen. This is where I'm not in disagreement with y'all when it comes to the
you want to use a label as banks, is what you saying.
The business model.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all. Listen, how many artists we all done broke?
Many.
A major label didn't do that for me.
But hear me out though.
But let me explain this though. A major label enhanced it for me. They made it easier for me for 2 major reasons.
But this is what JR is saying to you.
Go ahead.
At what fucking cost?
Thank you.
Like, I get what you're saying, but it's like if you're saying to me this label's gonna blow you up, but they owning your shit. And the only reason why, and here's the thing, if it was a 50-50 chance.
Stuck on ownership.
No. I'm not stuck on ownership. I'm stuck on the money that's out there. Now, here's what I will say. It is impossible for an artist to stay independent. Let me tell you why. Here's why though. Because if your shit work, they will throw $1 billion at you just for it not to go to the end.
Right. Exactly.
Because if it goes to the end, that means that the illusion is now gone.
This is the last thing the major label has, the illusion. But let me just say this, Boom.
Go ahead.
What you missing, and what I didn't say that I need to repeat that we talked about the last time, is just that artists don't understand what they're giving away. You don't understand that you're an 8 and 9 figure business. You thinking millions. You thinking like, oh, I could be a millionaire. No, my nigga, you could be worth 9 figures if you do it the right way. If you keep ownership. What we just did with Money Long, bro. I'm sorry to bring that up again and throw that in your face. But I'm telling you, what we just did Money Long. She completely owns her masters and has the major label backing behind her. So when they continue to do what they're supposed to do and they put out 3 or 4 gold or platinum albums, she can turn around and say, okay, I'll sell them to you for $250.
I got kicked out. You gotta let me back in.
So listen to what you're saying, right?
Now,
and I'm trying
but
y'all doing a lot of over talking me.
Nobody else can sell for $250 because they don't own it.
I'm gonna lean back.
Y'all doing a lot of over talking me.
All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I'm not disagreeing with the principle. You're making my point. Yeah. Both of y'all are making my point. Which is? We're all businesses. Now, as a business, if most artists don't understand business. Just like most black people don't understand business. Just like most business owners that start a business don't understand business.
But you're right. But I'm not.
Let me finish.
But see, you about to sell. You're still speaking from artist versus major.
It's perspective.
No. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is that I'd rather Boom own the master than.
I get it, and I'm not disagreeing about masters.
So I don't want. We can't argue our artist smart. I mean, shit. If you sign to a major label, you could be signed to a subsidiary company that owns their masters. This is what most people don't understand. You got a label, right?
Yeah.
You got a label, right? Mm-hmm. Let's be clear. How many artists, how many label deals, if there's 100 labels in the music business, how many labels truly own their artists?
Most of them.
No.
90.
So let me
own their name and likeness.
Let me ask y'all a real question, right?
Own their artists.
Let me ask y'all a real question, right?
What are you saying?
Let me ask y'all a real question.
About four. About four own the artists. 4. Cash Money. Let me tell you what I mean by that.
Yeah.
If Cash Money leaves Universal right now, Wayne, Nicki, and everything that go with them goes with them.
With Cash Money. Okay.
That's ownership. When Jay-Z and Rockefeller left Def Jam, Rihanna and Kanye stayed. Mm-hmm. That's not their artist. You get a percentage of it, but it's not yours.
Your artist.
We own it. That's the game. The game, once you understand the game is ownership, then and let's be clear, like most artists that say they own their masters, they don't even own their masters.
Ownership.
It is ownership.
The game is control.
But ownership is control.
No, you could control some shit without owning it. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's
but let me say this. Let me say this too. Go ahead.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I agree. Because all these artists need to stop lying saying they own their fucking masters.
Thank you.
Y'all don't own y'all. Let me tell you the only artists that own their masters. The artists that can take their masters from the major company and put it on TuneCore.
Then you own it.
If you cannot do that, you do not own your masters. You got an advance against those masters.
And my debate ain't about ownership of masters. That's not my issue. You just told me y'all are making my mother point. You just told me you did a deal with Def Jam. Is that not a major?
That is a major.
Exactly.
But the point that
I keep asking y'all, tell me a big artist that's independent.
All deals are not created equal.
I'm still waiting on.
I told you gotta control the terms.
All deals are not created equal. I agree. I don't even think the major companies are bad to be in business with. I think that I just think that all deals are not created equal.
And I agree.
And let me tell you why.
It's about leverage.
Can I tell you why it's fucked up? Why all deals ain't created equal? Let me tell you why it's fucked up. Because all streams are. If I stream a Taylor Swift record or if I stream a Nobody record, it's the same damn. It's the same
I'm
money
gonna tell
paid.
y'all something. Just because y'all loud don't make y'all right.
No, I'm not right. I didn't say that right.
No, y'all.
No, you right about that.
Because listen, I'm telling y'all looking at it from a narrow lens. Yeah, the streams are equal, but the artists aren't. Everybody's not a superstar. That's what I'm saying.
All right, but
everybody's not a superstar, so everybody's deal is going to be different.
Let me say it like this.
You know, no. You know this, right? Watch out.
See this? That's
bullshit. Let me say it like this.
It's not.
I can tell you how it's bullshit.
Tell me how it's bullshit.
See, this is why it's bullshit. See, this is why narratives don't work with me. Right? Let me tell you. Hear me out, because I'm just saying. Hear me out real quick.
See, we having a real debate right now.
Hear me out. You said superstars, right?
Right.
Bruno Mars is a superstar that signed an artist development deal. He did not begin superstar terms until he became a superstar.
You said
hold on, hear me out though. But what JR is speaking
like
about,
contract.
no, but what JR exactly. But what JR is saying is that if you do as much work as you can, you can get the same deal Bruno has now.
See, man,
right, from the gate. That's exactly what we did.
Man, listen,
that's exactly what we did to work so that we can get the superstar terms.
Y'all gotta let me talk.
Let me just say one more thing.
I want you to answer that.
Hold on,
Go ahead, Boom.
But y'all are up here in the sky. Y'all are not on the ground. You get where I'm coming from? These artists don't work like that. We do. Thank you. Stop.
Absolutely.
And you finna tell me you're not finna own a master or you're not finna control some shit.
I do.
You can't. Nobody said.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but you're gonna do. Look, but this is what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Unless the artist's been around forever. That's why most majors, you understand, and you know this for a fact, they don't want to deal with nothing but kids for real.
Yeah.
That's true.
Is that why?
Because they control them.